There is an unbreakable bond between military men that you tend not to find among civilians.
The whole of the back of this vehicle has gone.
And this may be why. Tim Kuhn and his Iraqi interpreter were targeted half a dozen times while on active duty for the US Army in Iraq. Falah, now retired from service, asked us not to use his last name.
What do you do after you've been blown up and survived?
Well, it's such a such events happen. You don't think about it.
It's an everyday occurrence, isn't it? Yeah.
Working with the US Army in Iraq was okay at first, but soon got dicey for Falah's family. One of his sons was hurt when their car was blown up in the driveway of their home.
He got burned in his arm and his leg, passing through the ball of fire out of the house.
So when Falah wanted to bring his family to live in America, Tim pulled out all the stops to get him a special immigrant visa for Iraqis who'd worked with and fought for the US.
We could not, and I would like to emphasize not with a capital N, capital O, capital T, could not have accomplished our mission without him or his fellow interpreters.
5 years ago, Congress authorized 25,000 US visas for Iraqis like Falah, but the State Department has issued only 25% of them. And now time is running out. Unless Congress acts by the end of the month, the law allowing these SIV visas will expire. The State Department says, "We welcome any actions by Congress to extend the Iraqi SIV program and are working with our interagency partners and interested members of Congress to extend our authority to allow for the continued issuance of special immigrant visas." Lawyers working on behalf of Iraqis who worked with the US military and are still seeking visas say thousands of them could soon be shut out completely.
This wouldn't be the potential catastrophe that it is if the State Department and the Department of Homeland Security had administered this program efficiently and expeditiously when the legislation was passed. Now we're in a position where men and women who served as honorably as our own troops are potentially in threat of death.
Tim says looking after those who risk their lives and their families' lives for Americans should be a #1 priority for the government.
Darn it. If we can put a man on the moon, we can get these guys over here. So that's kind of how I feel.
At least Falah and his family are now safe in the US, grateful to the town that's made them so welcome.
I never forgot, Something is printed in my mind and my kids and my wife. Something we couldn't have back there in Iraq.
He just wants his countrymen who also risked their lives for the US to live the dream too. John Terrett, Al Jazeera, Glastonbury, Connecticut.